Good day. Welcome to another episode of Classic Dallas Cowboys Talk. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ died and he rose again. Going ahead and get into it. Football is in the air. Football is in the air. Training camps are almost here, and they are quickly but quietly sneaking up on us. Okay, training camps are almost here. Rookies are set to report, I believe, next week. Yeah. So the rookies for the teams are supposed to report next week, and then the veterans report in a few days. And football is in the air. Football is in the air. Then we got the Hall of Fame game coming up. It's going to be refreshing to watch football again, despite the fact it's only pre-season. But then we got the Cowboys documentary on the Netflix going to be shown. I am so hyped for that. I'm so hyped for that. Football is in the year, and I cannot wait. College and pro, right? Okay. So it was known that Barry Switzer had a rocky relationship with Troy Aikman, and there were some players who blamed Barry Switzer for the 1994 NFC Championship game loss. Okay. But Daryl Johnson actually said it wasn't Barry's fault that Troy Aikman threw that interception. It wasn't Barry Switzer's fault that Kevin Williams fumbled on the kickoff return. It wasn't Barry Switzer's fault that Michael Irvin got stripped of the ball, right? And Barry Switzer actually, they were down 21-0. And Barry Switzer said, "You want to know what the best thing about being down 21-0 is? We got 53 minutes to get back into this SOB." And we battled, we fought. Then we got cheated. As Nate Newton says, we got cheated because it was clear that Deion held Michael Irvin as Aikman was getting the ball downfield to him. Now, Barry Switzer did have a 15-yard penalty for bumping the ref because he was just that infuriated about a call. Okay, so Barry Switzer did pick up a 15-yard penalty for bumping the ref. Okay. So that may be what some Cowboy players blame him for the loss for. Refusal to take blame for the loss for was that 15-yard penalty that he got at a crucial time in the game. That may be what they are talking about, but yeah. Then there are some players who like Barry Switzer, and some players who very much defended Barry Switzer. Okay. Okay. So and Michael Irvin. Okay. Michael Irvin, after the Cowboys won the 95 NFC Championship to get to the Super Bowl, okay, Michael Irvin pretty much had some words for the people who talk ish about Barry Switzer. He had some words for them.
People may blame Barry, but it wasn't his fault. Barry didn't put the ball on the ground 3 times in the first 5 minutes of the game. That's on us.
The next season, Switzer and the Cowboys return to the championship game.
He'll score! Emmitt Smith dances to the end zone!
And this time, the coach and his team
Here it comes.
didn't fall short.
Here it comes.
And I want to say this now. Don't nobody deserve him more than our head coach, Barry Switzer. He take all the
He take all them alignment. Give him his due. We going home. I really appreciate some of the things that you guys said to me personally, some of you players in the ball game. It really means a lot to me. It really does. And I want to thank our coaching staff. I want to thank these guys that all the bull we have to put up with and all the people outside. Hey, they're loyal. They stuck with me and fought their rear ends off. And I believe in them and they believe in me.
You see, not everybody hated Barry Switzer, right? Not everybody hated Barry Switzer. Just like it's hard for some Cowboy fans to believe not everybody hated Jason Garrett. Okay, the players loved Jason Garrett. Okay, the fans may not have liked him, but the players loved him. They played hard for Jason Garrett. Okay, they played hard for Jason Garrett. Okay. And I think some of our fans just can't accept that. They just can't accept the fact that the players respect Jason Garrett, they like Jason Garrett, and they play hard for Jason Garrett. And our fans, some of y'all just ain't accept that. Okay. But then again, we're not in the locker rooms. We're not in the team meetings. Okay. So, yeah. Anyway. So, Deion Sanders got to the Cowboys in 1995, okay? And so his first couple of days there at Valley Ranch, okay? He was getting acclimated, okay? And there was a rookie. We had a rookie by the name of Alundis Brice, okay? Alundis Brice. And so Alundis Brice had wanted to own some sort of BMW car. Okay, so Deion sees Alundis Brice at the Alundis at the Valley Ranch. He says, "Brice, what are you doing?" He says, I'm going to buy this car tomorrow, but I'm going to have to call my agent to set it up." And so then Deion asked him, "Are you going to pay cash for it?" And Alundis Brice is like, "Yep." So then Sanders was like, "All right." And Sanders drove off. Okay. So before Deion got there, Alundis Brice wore number 21. Okay. He wore number 21 before Deion got there, right? So when when Alundis Brice got to Valley Ranch the next day, okay, he saw his dream car was already parked in the parking lot. Okay, somebody had bought his dream car, right? And so he goes into the locker room and he sees the keys for his dream car in his locker. And Deion Sanders has left a note in his locker saying, "Now give me my damn jersey." Okay. Yeah. So Deion bought Alundis Brice's dream car for him in exchange for Deion's jersey number. And so, if y'all may not know, he switched from 21 to number 29. Okay. So after he saw the keys for his BMW was in his locker, he went and hung his number 21 in Deion's locker. Okay. So, yeah, so he wore number 29 for the rest of his time with the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. So I just thought that was a pretty cool gesture by Deion Sanders, his first couple of days there at the Valley Ranch, right? Okay. All right. And, all right. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so We all remember Mark Sanchez eating a hot dog on the sideline, right? We all remember Mark Sanchez eating a hot dog on the sideline during I believe the Jets were blowing out whoever they were playing, and the game was already in hand, right? And they show a shot of Mark Sanchez eating a hot dog on the sideline. And everybody made jokes about that. Okay, okay, and they said that Mark Sanchez wasn't feeling well, right? That's what they say, right? But then I heard another story where Willis McGahee, when he played for the Bills, right, he wasn't feeling well, and so the Bills sent someone to get a sandwich for him to give him some strength. Okay, so they gave Willis McGahee the sandwich. He ate it, and then he played well the rest of the game, right? Okay, so you would never think of any Dallas Cowboys player eating a hot dog on the sideline, right? Well, I'm about to show you some home footage that that blows up that own theory.
I make mistakes and have fun with it. I'm not a big ego guy.
Wait for it.
I
Wait for it.
Myself.
Moves it out of bounds, and it's caught there and spiked by Barry Switzer.
Barry may not be the greatest coach in Dallas history, but he's also not the only Cowboy to eat a hot dog on the sideline either. In the end, he's simply a bootlegger's boy. You know, someone once said that every man...
Yeah. You would never expect Troy Aikman to eat a hot dog on the sideline, right? And y'all will probably ask, well, what if he did that on Jimmy Johnson's watch? Jimmy Johnson probably wouldn't care. Jimmy Johnson probably wouldn't care. Right, because he's Troy Aikman. Just like he would walk over to either Emmitt Smith or Michael Irvin if they were sleeping in a meeting and say, Emmitt, Michael, wake up. And that'll be that, right? So yeah. Yeah, that may be a little surprising, or maybe not surprising to see Troy Aikman eating a hot dog on the sideline, right?
And is either trying to live up to his father's expectations or to make up for his father's mistakes. Can you relate to that?
My dad was a good man. He took care of people. His word was good. He wasn't a hypocrite. People believed in him. They trusted him. When I look back on his life, sorry about that. I think about this. My dad took care of the black community. And my son, Doug Switzer, played quarterback at University of Arkansas, Pine Bluff. It's an all-black school. He was the only white on the team. I always thought my dad would be proud that his grandson would play quarterback for a all-black school. To go to those games, sitting up in the stands, the thing that I valued more in my dad's life was a stranger walking up to me, a black gentleman, and say, your dad sent me to school. He paid my tuition, and I'm a federal warden today because of that. Hey, my dad did some good besides some whiskey. And he was a good dad. People don't often understand that. A fellow who is felt by the local community to be a rogue or an outlaw can be a real good guy. The parallel between that and Barry is that people who knew my dad personally loved him. People who know Barry personally love him.
I love to hear from him. Sometimes he'll just call and leave a message and say, I love you, boy. What you doing? You know.
What I like most about Barry is you let your family walk around. Barry will seek them out and speak. That's big. That's big. Because then he's saying to me, we're beyond the football field, buddy. The opening paragraph paragraph of my book. There's one page. I wrote in there to my children, Greg, Kathy, and Doug. And this is what my mother had said to me long ago. Only when you have children of your own, then will you know how much I love you. And I think that no one knows what love is till they have children of their own. It's all about family and your children, because nothing in the end matters worth a damn out there. Super Bowl rings, Lombardi trophies, all that other bull. Nothing matters. You come in this life and you leave. It comes down to a few people will be with you when it's all over. You won't have 3 or 4 people you touch. And you better touch your family the right way, because they're really all you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well said by Barry Switzer, right? Well said by Barry Switzer. Okay. He wasn't a perfect coach, but hey. Like Steve said, he's just known as a bootlegger's boy, right? So, but he did lead us to a Super Bowl, right? And you heard what Michael Irvin said. Barry would allow players' families to walk around, and Barry would come and seek him out. That's the kind of guy Barry Switzer is. All right, that's it. That's all for Classic Dallas Cowboys Talk. I am out of here. Peace out. May God bless you all.
Cowboys. What's my blue and gray team? Cowboys. And who I'm rolling with, huh? My Cowboys. Steelers better get it right. Giants better get it right. Who? Cowboys. What's my blue and gray team? Cowboys. And who I'm rolling with, huh? My Cowboys. Eagles better get it right. Skins better get it right.